Mike in Milwaukee, you're on the score.
That's just not the drunk one.
Hey.
I love that one. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up?
It is
man?
the drunk
second,
one.
Matty.
Wait a minute, Matty.
Hi, Mike.
What?
Mike, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying, man, big game coming.
what game?
Well, Packers, Philly.
Packers, Eagles?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Philly.
All right, do you have picks?
Well, I hate to say it. Yes, I do.
Well, don't hate to say it then. Be confident in your prognostication.
Well,
Walk with a certain stride.
I don't think the Pack can win up there.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they come and take you out of Wisconsin then?
Huh? What?
Nothing. That's okay. If you don't believe the Pack, so you believe the Eagles are going to win?
I hate to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, how about Saints and Seahawks?
Seahawks, they're probably going to do an upset, though. It's going to be weird.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Seattle's weird. Yeah, I know.
No, I'm telling you.
No.
Whoever thought they'd be where they are.
All right, so.
And,
So we got
whoever thought
Seattle and
I'd be
Philadelphia.
where I'm at.
All right.
Huh?
What about the? What about?
I'm at an outdoor plaza.
Outdoor plaza?
Outdoor
Plasma?
smoking plaza.
Where?
Well, in Wisconsin.
There's a smoking plaza.
I won't tell you.
You're just standing outside in a public, or you built one onto your house?
No, this is a bar.
Oh, you're at a bar.
Yeah.
And they have a smoking plaza.
This is smoke. I don't smoke though.
Why?
Not your average.
What?
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 Okay. Now, can you say what town you're in?
I'd rather not. Right outside Milwaukee.
Are you in Wauwatosa?
Not Wauwatosa.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, what'd you do for New Year's Eve?
I forgot.
That's next week's Friday. I forgot.
How are you getting home from the bar?
Yeah, I get home.
Well, I'm going to call my wife.
And she just drives out and picks your drunk ass up?
Sometimes.
Wow.
How long you been drinking, Mike?
How long?
Yeah. Not just today, like forever. Since you're how old?
No, today, I think was the question. When did you start today?
Oh, about the time I went to get my prescription for blood pressure.
No better time than that. That's perfect. So when?
And it went up. Wait a minute.
Okay,
went up
I'm waiting a minute.
$8 to 46.
Well, that's because I noticed that the other day too. It's the start of the year, so your deductible is reset.
Well, I'm telling you.
You sure you don't smoke?
No, I'm not.
But do you?
No, I don't.
You don't smoke?
No,
Okay.
I don't smoke at all.
All right.
I hope we're not on the air now.
No, we're not.
No.
You can just talk like we're talking like buddies. We picked up the phone. We have dual lines and dueling banjos. Now, so when did you actually start drinking? How old were you?
When I what?
Do you have any AFC picks for us?
Huh?
Do you have any AFC picks for us?
Something picked for. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
AFC. Colts,
the AFC,
Jets.
the American Football Conference picks in the game.
Yeah,
Jets.
what about that?
Colts, Jets.
Well, I'm in a pool that I gotta go with the Jets.
All right.
Yeah.
And then Ravens, Chiefs.
I hate Baltimore. For some reason, I just hate them. So I'm going to have to go with Chiefs.
All right.
Okay,
So-
what do you have planned for the rest of the night?
My wife's going to come up. We're going to have fish fry. Then she'll drive home.
Where's the fish fry at?
Is the fish fry where you are at the moment, or are you going somewhere else for the fish fry, like the...
No, where I am at.
Okay.
Is that okay?
It's fine.
No, it's great. I think it's a great idea. We wouldn't want to step on your fish fry.
Mike, you take care of
No,
yourself, man.
swim on it.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
huh?
We love you, Mike.
Same here.
Yeah, be
whatever.
well. Be well, Mike.
All right, Mike, you ready to
All
get
right,
back
goodbye.
inside?
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
wear your seatbelt.
I'm not driving. I know. I'm old enough now.
How old are you, Mike?
I know, huh? Older than you.
Oh, tell us, for the love of God. You've got a million fans out there who love you.
We should get Mike a Twitter account.
Yep.
Mike's
What's
35.
that?
We should
Twitter
put you on.
account.
We should put you on Twitter so you could tell everybody what you're doing every minute of the day, Mike.
I don't want that.
I don't think it would much change.
Who is this?
Jigs.
I don't know, but
All right, Mike.
Jake.
What are you doing for the weekend?
I don't know. Lay back, play with dogs.
Play the
Me
dogs.
and the wife.
What kind of dogs you got?
Half German Shepherd, half Beagle. Okay.
German Shepherd, half Beagle.
This is just
That's a bad mountain there going on. It doesn't seem right.
All right, Mike. You enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, Mike,
All
enjoy
right.
yourself.
And Mike, talk to your doctor about the idea of, with the blood pressure medication, of then having a lot of alcohol and fried fish.
Is this Boers or is it Bernstein?
It's Bernstein.
Yeah, I have no medical advice for you.
Who's the doctor?
Bernstein is.
Bernstein, he's the doctor?
Yeah, I'm the wet
No,
nurse.
not technically a doctor. I play one on
But
the radio.
he is the considered the station's doctor. So he'll cure what ails you.
I'm just
make you sick to your
concerned about a
stomach.
guy who's on blood pressure medication, who's been drinking all day and is going to eat nothing but fried fish for the remainder of the
Yeah,
day.
we're concerned for you.
No, I started drinking after I saw how much my medication went up to pay for it.
Well, there's some irony in there.
Otherwise, I didn't drink for 5 days.
5 days?
5 days.
That's the longest you've ever not drink before?
Oh, no. I go a month and a half. Give me a break.
And then you make up
What?
for it.
Are you telling me we're on the whole Chicago radio and,
No.
and people can hear it?
No, they're not listening.
Nobody.
Give me a
called.
Trust
break.
me, nobody's listening to this show. Everybody hates us.
All right.
Thank you, Mike. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
And wear your seatbelt even if your wife is driving.
And hopefully you won't be sick to your stomach.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
Bye. Always nice to hear from Mike in Milwaukee. I kid you not. On the screen, Abaticola wrote, Mike in Milwaukee, not the drunk guy.
That's what he wrote.
And he also isn't putting him on hold. You know. And Mike hasn't hung up yet. And he's going back inside the restaurant.
You heard that? Yeah. No. Everybody heard it.
Oh, okay.
I got you. I got you.
Okay, yeah,
Hold on a minute.
I knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
Hold on a minute. That's like me walking in the house.
Everybody hear that? No, nobody heard it.
What? Who's here? We promised we'd get back to Friday Fun because we had some guys waiting to jump on.
Right, but do we need a break? Is the
Oh, we
question.
do. Damn it. We have no radio discipline. I'm going back to the smoking plaza.
Yeah, the smoking plaza.
Does he sound like a guy who smokes, or is that just...
Yeah, the hacking cough and all that. Right.
Again, I'm not a doctor. You're the doctor. I have to leave it up to you. You're
Sounds like a Bears beat reporter.
Hey, but we got his picks. Laid them out for you.
All right, brief timeout, then Friday Fung. More of it. Dumb arguments. There's a great one here. Email one on the score.
Wait.
We know there were 3 Catwomen and
Yeah.
2 Riddlers, right? Frank
Two
Gorshin.
diddlers.
the diddler, that's the one that Batman, not exactly the arch enemy. Because he took on the diddler, and then he was kind of convinced that the diddler was better left unvanquished.
This argument was actually, I wasn't part of this argument, but my 4-year-old twins were part of the argument. Are you familiar with the cartoon Dora the Explorer?
Certainly.
It was the argument was about the gender of Boots, the monkey. And it turned into a point where one of my 4-year-olds actually bloodied the nose of my other 4-year-old. And I couldn't settle the argument because, quite frankly, I'm not sure what Boots is.
Boots is a boy.
But he's kind of...
He's made for walking.
He's kind of a soft boy.
But he's voiced by a boy. I know that. As far as the character, I'm pretty sure Boots the monkey's a boy.
Now, let's address the fact that your kids busted each other's noses.
Yeah, that's some hard-ass kids
I would keep an eye
there.
on the kids there. That would be my bottom line on that. Keep a close eye on the kids.
Well, I lean toward the boy. Well, who is?
I count on hearing that again.
But I gotta say, I'm not sure.
Brian in Bloomington, you're on the score.
Wow.
Hey guys, my father is a very old, crotchety son of a gun, and every time we watch the Bulls, we come into the same argument about how the players now suck because they all have tattoos and they're all gangbangers and everything. And then he ends the conversation by saying, "I'll take Bob Cousy over Derrick Rose any day of the week." And I just want to smack him sideways, but he's an old guy, so I don't. I sit there and I laugh at him, drooling. But it's crazy because every time he will not watch the Bulls and enjoy himself because he says, "Boozer's got all those tattoos. He sucks. Rose, he sucks. All those tattoos." I'm saying, Dad, come on, man.
How old is your dad?
He's 64.
64?
And he is an old crotchety son of a gun.
Is your dad Fred Huebner?
Thank God, no.
Okay.
And are you from Burbank too? Because everywhere you
No,
go,
but I tell you what.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I am on my way over there.
Oh, then we're leaving.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Then we're out of here. We're
Black
gone.
businesses.
Herb's going to finish the show.
Anyway, my dumb argument happened back in 2003 with a good friend and neighbor of mine. We were talking about Sammy Sosa's home run, and I was explaining to my buddy, I'm like, wow, that was quite an RBI that Sammy slugged. My buddy retorted, a home run isn't an RBI. And I said, wait a minute, a home run is an RBI. You bat yourself in, you get a hit, and you score yourself. The internet was to the rescue. I had to go to MLB, download the regulations, and showed my buddy, and then he's like, oh, well, I knew you were right. I just couldn't let you know. I just had to have you show me proof. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I get there. Bye.
All righty. Black physicist.
It's all of a sudden turned into stupid people with dumb friends.
I know, it's sort of like, this is a better bit for I have a dumb friend. My friend is an idiot.
Right, that argument is not necessarily dumb. That's the other person clearly being dumb.
I wagered a guy $50 that he couldn't name 50 states in 5 minutes, which is really a very good bet because it's very, very difficult to do.
Agreed.
So the guy sat there, and he was writing, and the 5 minutes come up. And he hands me the sheet of paper, and I turn and I look at him, and I go, you got Detroit right on the top. He goes, yeah, 50 states in 5 minutes. Detroit's a state. I said, no, Detroit's not a state. He said, it has to be a state. My mom was born there. I says, well, this is just swell. I says, get a map out. He got a map out, pointed at Detroit, and said it was a state. We argued for about 10 minutes, and then I says, you know what? There's no sense in arguing this point anymore. I says, you're right. He turns and goes to me. He goes, then give me the $50. I says, but I won the argument. He said, no, you didn't. I hit him with a right hook, and the argument was won.
Boy, this is... I said it was going pretty well, and now not so much. It's really... my friend is a tard. That will be next Friday.
Exactly.